Hear that? It's challenging us.
Sure, I guess if that's a challenge, I can go in. What do I have for my explosive options? Maybe I throw some biomass grenades at it.
Raptidons are ever malleable. Eden doesn't want them around and they don't belong here, but they sure carved out a place for themselves. I can respect that.
I mean, yeah, they are pretty massive creatures from what we can see. I'm sure they tear up anything they come across. Scared of whatever would eat them. Incendiary shotgun time! Holy moly! I wasn't expecting that thing to get immediately lit on fire, just to take some big damage. Oh, come on, let me up there. Fine. I'll have to circle back around, maybe, from after we fight the Raptidon matriarch.
Keep howling. We're coming for you.
Oh, this poor little sprat that didn't even eat it. Hey, you know, respect where we can give it. Some of these protectorate soldiers made it pretty far into this place. Or maybe the Raptidons just showed up in this place and they were just checking it out already. Oh boy. This is okay. The fire damage helps immensely. I think. Hold on. Yeah, this guy's still alive up here. Ah! Oh no! Jesus! There are so many little bars happening down there.
Matriarch's here, all right. Let's put our heads together. Yep. See these half-eaten remains? They're a sign. Matriarchs lose their appetite when they're on the verge of going into a state of torpor. She'll have retreated into hiding to conserve her energy. But I got one way to get her attention.
Yeah, how do you know so much about these creatures?
Traveled on a ship all the way from Tau Ceti with an entire herd. Saw how the trainers handled them, or didn't. I learned best through observation. You know how Doc mentioned pheromones? Well, just so happened that I procured some Raptidon glandular extract in my travels. Should do the trick.
And you just have that on you, huh?
Ain't coming out of hibernation unless she senses a threat to her authority. She hates rivals.
You just so happen to have the exact pheromone we need?
Ain't one who leaves anything to waste. Any hunter worth a damn would say the same. If I can't find a practical use for what I've salvaged, it'll find a use in research. Or in exchanging for bits. Lucky for us, this extract ain't exactly in high demand. Any other questions, or are you ready to meet this matriarch?
Well... Hold on, wait. Yeah, fuck it. I'm always locked and loaded.
I was inquiring more about your current manner of fortitude. But I'll take it. All right, let's do this. Looks like a fight!
I actually wasn't ready at all. Oh boy. Fire in the hole! Oh god. I gotta break line of sight. No, I'm dying.
For help.
Woohoo! 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 Yep, time to run. It's hit and run tactics time. Everyone's down for the count, you know? Alright, hold on. We gotta swap some weapons here. Prism rifle, here you go. Jesus, diary. Let me confirm this debuff. Overprepared, yeah. It's the 40% damage debuff. At least I have an icon for it. When I first was testing it out, I didn't see one. So then I'd have to like mentally keep track every single time. Oh boy.
Knew you had my back.
Earn my commission.
My companions got up because we were technically out of combat.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Hey, if you go down, I can pick you up this time.
You need to work. Your lad couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Oh, it ain't over.
Help me out. Knew you had my back.
Good lord. That was rough. But at least we've learned a lot of things.
Should harvest a limb from the matriarch while the body's still warm.
Yeah. During the tougher segments of the game, I'm gonna have to run sometimes. Raptidon matriarch grafting specimen. A specimen carefully removed from a Raptidon matriarch. This may be used to fix Inez's graft.
That's the limb. Bring it here, would ya?
You can wait a little extra second. I gotta loot from all these random Raptidons that are around here. Jesus. Oh, you be more health. I have no doubt I'm gonna miss a bunch of these cards. That is such a tiny, like, physical item in comparison to everything else. Oh my lord. Maybe we'll get lucky, and like before we leave the planet, they'll give us a map of all possible card locations to check out. Ooh. Very nice. Another high security lockbox. I'll need to head back to my ship here soon. Whoa. What the?
Huh. This drainage pipe must be coming right from the Vox relay. They're lucky the Raps ain't chewed their way through yet.
Holy shit, the just a straight up entrance to the Vox relay from another side, huh? It's funny how many options they give us when I still don't want to go immediately there. Okay, so there wasn't even anything up there for us to grab. Come down here, Inez.
Meant to thank you again for helping me in the hunt. Both specimens are viable and of good quality. In honesty, I don't know which one I should ask Doc to patch me up with. Can't go wrong with either, but one could be the better choice. If you've got an opinion, I'm keen to hear it.
I don't know. What can each do exactly?
The material we harvested from the skeleton crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing.
Well, it sounds like what we were looking at beforehand. With the first choices, I think we'll go with Crabblegraft, which is awkward considering we went through all the effort to come over here. I was hoping, well, sleep on it. No need to rush into decision.
All right. But Doc Tinsley will need an answer once we meet with her. Lots to think about.
Yeah, we'll probably go with the grapple one, because I think what we're choosing here is the first set of companion choices for her, under the actual like upgrades area.
Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure.
Yeah, which would be these, right? Maybe not. But silenced barrel, I guess it doesn't make sense for the graphs. I don't know. I haven't really been building her to heal me. It probably would be good to have some healing. But you know what would be much better? If the enemies kept shooting her and not me. That would help me more. That doesn't sound nice. But functionally in the game, yeah, I just need the companions to sometimes take the heat off of me. And then I can pick them up, because then we'll have survived the battle. So yeah, we'll probably do the Crabble, let her do more damage, shred through things a little bit more. The sooner the enemies are dead, the sooner I can go and pick one of them up or heal them or whatever. Is there someone over here? This looks like a little camp. Hey, hey! Warden First Class Tyson. Ooh. Hey! What's up, dude? Don't mind me, I'm just here to see what you've got in your pocket. Ah, bypass shunt. That's fine.
Ah, you finally arrived.
I have? Yes, I have arrived, but finally, I'm fairly sure I'm not the person you were expecting.
Indeed, that seems to be the case. I mistook you for a different individual. You have my apologies.
Can I ask who?
Military personnel, preferably the kind who can provide me with updated orders, and decidedly not with, nor in the presence of, anyone who has ever been associated with Auntie's Choice personnel.
I ended my association with Antes of my own accord, if that makes you feel better. Ain't here to do you harm.
Or so you say. I gathered that you weren't here to fight just by looking at you. Otherwise, we wouldn't be engaged in polite conversation. And as a loyal subject, it is my honor to continue to perform my assignment as per my orders, even if the duration of my assignment here has been considerable.
How long have you been out here, dude? What are you doing here? Fishing? Were your orders to find where to catch the best fish?
I am procuring my rations from the populace of local aquatic fauna using a simple baited trap and the mechanical leverage afforded by a rod.
So you're fishing.
Bah.
Okay, but you've been assigned to such a peaceful post. Others would jump at the opportunity.
Those who would when there's a war to fight are not worthy of being called soldiers of the Protectorate. I wish to once again take the fight to Antes alongside my fellows. However, my wishes are irrelevant against the needs of the Protectorate and my assigned duties. Additionally, it would do my heart some good to know that my warden and assigned squad companions are well.
Sounds to me like you're worried you've been forgotten.
The Protectorate does not forget its own. Ever. If I have not received new orders, then I am precisely where I'm intended to be. I'll not hear more of such nonsense. Good day.
Man, I wish I was so steadfastly deluded. To be absolutely sure that you're exactly where you need to be. Doesn't seem very healthy. Hold on. The bucket is needed. Oh my god. I didn't realize this, but wearing the bucket also changes the sounds that you hear. Oh my god. That's so silly. Hold on. Favorite the combat, or the incendiary shotgun. It was actually really helpful there. The only downside to it really is that it's got such a low ammo count versus everything else I have. Right, like this revolver's got 12 shots before I need to reload versus the 5 of this. I also don't know if that perk I have affects the shotgun. Yeah, Serendipitous Slayer only affects pistols and SMGs, so that little extra reload goes out the window. Maybe there's got to be a gun one for shotguns too, right? Ooh. 50% armor penetration with shotguns and SMGs. Could be useful. I just want to see what kind of things I can do with a shotgun. Reduce spread? 50% reduced spread? It's kind of nice. Damage with shotguns, SMGs, and pistols is increased against targets within 10 meters, but less above that distance. Those weapons also gain increased sneak attack damage. So... this does sound nice. Add it to the list. Add it to the list of more things I don't know what I'm going to do with. And then where was the one that gave me... here we go, penetrating shots. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything that gives me the reload effect for the pistol. But we could get that upgrade and get even more sneak attack damage for my revolver or anything else. My hope is that I will get it like a nice silenced revolver or something that just does all the damage I was looking for with my rifle. It's seeming like things are going to lean that way, unfortunately. What the fuck is that? It's got a big old tail. I don't know if it's a Raptidon or something new. Oh boy. Okay, it's a Raptidon. Oh my god, we're in like an all-out war over here. This is the first time we're seeing any like multi-sided battles. But I will be the only winner here. Whoa. You think it would stop doing that if I sabotage the power to it? I imagine sabotaging the power will still let there be some power to the place. Like it sabotages defenses, maybe it takes out a few of the people, but like you'll still have lights and stuff. But you know, we've got mixed reasonings for needing to go in there. We got the DeVries vengeance hunt, but also shutting it down helps out Auntie's choice and kind of also helps out the Protector, right? If we shut down the war on this planet, the suffering of the people who live here goes down immensely. We just have to be sometimes a little delicate in how we do it. Damn. This guy starved to death in here, waiting for all the creatures to go away? He doesn't look like he's hurt. That sucks. Oh, nice. What are the comics? A fiction periodical chronicling the exploits of Earth Directorate agents Commander Zane and her sidekick buddy. We've got 10 of 10. The case of the corpseless head. How the fuck does that work? I guess it's just a decapitated head, but the wording is so weird. Makes it sound like the head never had a body to begin with. Ooh. I mean, this place is shut down. I don't think anyone's coming over here. All that coolant tank is mine. It's funny that these things weren't even fighting until I came up to the area. Which that part isn't surprising, but just like the distance in which it started was really funny. Right? Had I been over there and I saw the fighting in the distance, it'd be a whole different story. But they didn't start reacting until I was here and I'd pissed something off. I wonder what it actually looked like, because I didn't have a good eye on things. Jesus, how much is happening over on this side? Drop pod landing zone. Is this where Protectorate soldiers landed and fought? With love, from Auntie Cleo. Damaged datapad. Oh. Maybe Auntie Cleo sent out a bunch of pods that then exploded on the Protectorate soldiers when they tried to check him out? Ruh-roh.
Look alive, Commander.
Ready to wait. On your command.
Oh god, that's definitely true. You know the craziest part about this shotgun only having 5 shots? This is with a 50% magazine upgrade. So yeah, I probably only had 3 shots to begin with. Ugh. No, it bled out. I was trying to see if I could actually spot, like, the weak point damage, which I assume is just shooting it in the face.
Let me handle this.
Alright, that was a lot better damage-wise. I do think there was just like a damage fall-off thing. 26 seems pretty low. Though, at the same time... Okay, no, this one is 54 damage. I'm used to thinking about the silence damage, which is just so much lower. It's like, sadly, super low.
Supply pods? Sir, why would... By the matriarch. What are those? Open fire! Sound off. Who's still upright? Wait, there's more. Why are they just standing there? They spit acid. Take cover.
These were Raptidon pods.
Pan, get back here. Traitor. Shit, shit.
Ugh. Jesus, gruesome. Oh my god, there's still more on this little beach to explore. Crazy. So Auntie Cleo set a bunch of Raptidons down on this side of the map.
Landmines, your It just littered about. Pretty sloppy.
And it devoured them all.
Can't say I care for the mines either, but it's simple math. Mines don't need to sign a contract. Don't got bellies to feed. They cost a damn sight less than troops.
Suppose collateral damage don't mean much to him. Personally, I spy a mine, I'm unloading for 40 pieces.
Or you can walk around them. But maybe that's just me. It's drilled into us not to waste ammo or ordnance. Go ahead and blast them if you want. I ain't stopping you.
I already had this conversation before, but okay. Hey, some Leforia. It's not for me to. I just want plants. Why I gotta get fucking ambushed for this? Holy moly. Okay. I gotta wait for a fresh batch. There we go. Is that everything over here? Ooh-hoo-hoo. Ah, damn. Okay, I thought this was gonna end up being like a back way into this sky cutter facility, but it's just a little bit extra loot, which is fine. Well, I've sort of explored most of what I was trying to do here. I was just trying to do the Raptidon thing, and we went a little bit above and beyond. We did see that this is like a farm of enemies, but I don't want to kill any random Protectorate soldiers unless I really need to, or rather, like, if there's no way to make them friendly. So let's head back to the ship real quick. I gotta make sure to actually see what I got with the security toolbox, and I have the auto dock over here. Excuse me, Inez. Here you are. Oh, nice. Looks like you can always reuse the auto dock here to heal. Hover drone, don't let its name fool you. Drones are dispassionate killers, and this one's no exception. Their targeting systems have been dulled and their ammunition carefully removed, but still the drone searches ceaselessly for enemies of the Protectorate, with visions of filling massed graves to the brim. Oh. Okay, I just wanted to see what this would be like. Give me back the crapple. Alright. What kind of mods could I do on the shotgun? It's got... Let's see... Whoops. Crafting. Weapon mod. Okay, well, I guess these are my only... Wait, no, wait. An add-on? Okay. I guess I would need to buy the mods for it. Understandable. Ooh. What if I want to break down 30 of this? We do have a lot of Raptidon hides. Oh, you know what? I didn't realize that Crabble meat and the Raptidon hides were junk until this particular moment. So I sold all that Crabble meat earlier that I was like, oh, I hope this does something good. I just got money out of it. Although 38 per meat's not bad. Holy shit. No wonder I have so much money. We're just also really low on some other stuff, like the black powder. So whilst I do want money, I gotta be careful with what I sell and what I don't sell. There is an inventory filter, I guess. Oh, okay, it just shows you, like, what has that specific item. That works in this instance. I can make sure I always have, like, 10 plus of an item. Okay, everything else could relatively be sold. We'll see. And then obviously I do have extra random equipment that I could do here. Speaking of which, they said I could mark things as junk, so junk. Okay, cool. So they do genuinely get sent to the junk area entirely. They don't just get like grayed out in this place. I think that should be good. Breakdown. Junk. Oh. Interesting. Okay. That's fine. This works. Breakdown. I thought the junk items would get put here, but this also makes sense. Okay, hopefully this doesn't screw me over in the long term. I just figured I need parts. Oh wait, hold on. All right, so what other things have we gotten? Murder's best friend. This is some kind of weapon, coats with blood after each stealth kill, granting 20% damage and crouched movement speed until discovered. Max 3 stacks. At max, footsteps become completely silent. Oh shit. It sounds like this is a knife that obviously stacks up really well for going around stabbing stuff. Dead man's jacket. Spider mines. Taking damage is a chance based on your hack skill to release a spider mine from your armor. Being knocked out drops a number of grenades based on explosive skills around you. Yeah, none of these things are super useful to me. That's fine. We will head back out. I begin to make my way over to the Westport area, as I should have been doing. Oh wait, we gotta go see the doctor, Dr. Tinsley. I don't really know if I need the,
Auntie's choice and the Protectorate got a difference in opinion. The Protectorate believe they can't be bloodied. We think otherwise. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
We need to have that conversation. Oh.
How personal are we talking?
I've been thinking about your graphs. What if Dr. Tinsley's expertise isn't enough?
Then I keep pushing forward till I can't anymore. You didn't see me when I first got out of surgery and came to Paradise Island. The fact that you and I met at all is a testament to Doc's skill. But suppose if her treatment doesn't stick, then maybe it's my time to go. You can only cheat death so many times. You know that as well as I do.
What about the doctor who gave you the first graft?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you who that doctor was or where they're stationed. Grafting was a procedure in its infancy, see? So corporate like to keep things hush-hush. Can't say I like the thought of it. Could have been cut open in the middle of a cave for all I know. I'd rather not dwell on those moments, if it's all the same to you. What matters is the here and now.
Yeah, alright, let's head to town. Airfield! If you come across a challenge that don't seem to be equipped to handle, try leveling up and finding a better equipment first. But what if I just shoot and hope for the best?
Hell. I've stood this post so many times I could do it in my sleep.
Mind you don't let the bosses upstairs hear you say that. They might start getting ideas in their head. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
I wonder if there's any lockbox things I missed in town. I'll do a cursory little look through places.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to drink.
Wait. Stealing. Pickpocketing. Wow, money. Hehehehe. What do you have? Wow. I have achieved a whole new level.
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy this crummy tin hut saloon.
We can't steal from him. What do we have in here? Are there any local bounties? Really? Not a single one. That's crazy. Pickpocketing. Hee hee.
Nature made apples, but anti-fizzos made them better. With anti-Cleos.
Where's Milver Street? And Carr? Hey! Milver Street's private locker key. A key to locker in Minister Milver Street's home. Faintly rose-scented, like the man himself. Hell yeah. Thanks, dude. Don't notice me picking your pockets here. War chest key. Key to Officer Carr's personal chest, scratched and dyed with red, though it appears to be just old nail polish. Very nice. All right. Big rewards. Oh, I should probably favorite these two, yeah. Pickpocket detected, but what if not detected? Hee hee. Okay, I won't steal from absolutely everyone in this place. It would take too much time. But any, like, major contenders, it might happen. Alright, hold on. Shotgun mods. The tracing unit might be good. If being shot in the head wasn't bad enough, now all your enemies will find themselves targeted by all your allies. I'll go ahead and buy that. What about the shock machine gun? The options we have for some of these are a little on the sadder side. I need more stuff like this. Magazine sizes for everything. Mag sizes. Or even like this, reducing ammo costs. Only changing the damage type of my weapon is, it's a little disappointing. Especially because, like, a lot of them are like, oh, it does less damage. It does less damage. It does less damage. I don't want all that.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
Yeah, your pockets. Ripe for the picking.
How can I improve your day the Auntie's way?
What do you have for me to buy from
I'm sure
you?
you'll find something that'll fit your liking.
Alright. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Just a bunch of random parts. If I could see how many I had, like, on the side here, maybe I would buy all these. Light pistol, plasma barrel, advanced mag. That could be good. It might be better than using the shotgun constantly. Especially since we have specs for pistols a little bit more. Mods. All right. We'll do... Ooh, increase crit chance. Okay, but what about the advanced mag? That's what I want to do. Increase magazine capacity and reload speed, and adds penetration through soft targets. I think that would be better for me. Though the extra crit chance does sound kind of nice. For the burst gun, technically it would make it so I have to reload less. How many magazines? Let's see, 30 versus 24. Honestly, the higher crit chance, like the bullets from it, might work out. We'll do it. I'll try it out. I'll give it a little trial run. Ooh, nice. Hold on. Can I put the... Yes, I can put the tracing unit on my other shotgun as well. Oh my god, it reduces the base damage by 20. Yeah, not worth it for the explosive round. Jesus. Alright, I think that's all I'm really gonna need for now. Ooh, wait, hold on. Extra holster on the bucket. Now I don't have to keep on worrying about removing stuff from my... Oh my god, damn, hell yeah. Good thing I noticed. Now I can swap between these without having to constantly re-equip my weapon. God damn. Alright. Emmeline!
These incessant jingles over the loudspeakers.
What kind of Sub Rosa stuff do you have in your pockets? Ooh, Sentry Blade Covert Grip. That sounds cool. I don't like that bug with the sound, the pickpocketing sound constantly being there. That doesn't seem like it's supposed to be there. Okay, taking this off. We do have a couple of neato keys from Milver Street's place and Car's place. I don't remember where Car's place is, or where her lockbox thing is. Milver Street's was around here somewhere. Although I think it was a more accessible house. So maybe more like here? No? Doesn't help that we don't have, like, I don't know, fucking electronic signs above each place to say, hey, this place belongs to here.
Juliana.
Oh!
My Juliana. Even though I now rank among the Protectorate's foes, I hoped you would return to me. Every night I would sneak out of Fairfield, despite the danger, desperate to find you. Hoping you would see fit to join your wife. Yet no one has heard from you since you went to the Skycutter facility. Not in 2 weeks. I can only assume the worst. I don't think I can stay in this town any longer. Perhaps if I return to suffer the Protectorate's justice, I shall at least learn what became of you. And if you are gone, I hope I shall be executed. Then at least we shall be together.
Yikes. That sounds so nice until you remember that Juliana's last thoughts were, God, I would kill you. If I had the chance, I would serve the Protectorate and kill you, you filthy traitor. Good Lord. Eek. Why does he keep doing that? That's not even pickpocketing. It's just general looting. This was DeVries' place. Where's Milver Street's area? Fuck it. Let's go talk to Kinsley. Or Tinsley? Tinsley!
Back again? I hope the hunting has gone well.
We have both. Can you install a new graph now?
Certainly, if you've procured the right materials. I've been fine-tuning the procedure in the meantime. I do believe it'll be as smooth as Crabble butter.
I'm gonna assume Crabble butter's especially smooth, because I'm ready to feel like myself again. The material we harvested from the skeleton Crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon Matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing. I believe either option would suit me fine. Care to share your thoughts?
Well, I kind of wish we could see like an in-game example of what that means. Because it does sound cool if she would be able to like randomly heal us in the middle of combat, the same way that Val randomly did. Because I don't really technically need her to do more damage. I am always going to be the majority of damage in a fight. But sometimes it's nice when your companions deal with stuff, so I don't know. I'm really conflicted on this. Especially in terms of like effort, the Raptidon graft took way more effort to get than the Crabble graft. I'm so conflicted. I think we'll do Raptidon graft. I think in the long term, random bouts of healing, if that's what she can do, might be better. It would suck if she like literally just cloaks in the middle of combat at random, but if it's only for the sake of like healing us, then that might not be that bad. I'm thinking like what the actual mechanical functionality of it is gonna be is that she literally just like teleports to us, heals us, and then gets back to the fight. That's what that sounds like.
Grafting with the Matriarch feels right. The Enhanced Soldier Division was designed with Raptidons in mind, and there's nary a specimen finer than our late Matriarch. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and take this spare part off your hands for my own research.
Oh, the Raptidon Matriarch will be a splendid match for you, Inez. Go on now, get sorted while I get this machine up and running. Mind the Raptidon drool on the table. No need to be nervous, I promise.
All right, well, that's also the favorite line of serial killers, but I guess we'll look past that. No. Take deep breaths, Inez. Think happy thoughts.
Thank you for the bedside manner, Commander. As you can tell, I've got a nervous temperament and jump at the sight of my own shadow.
Enough distractions, please. I need the utmost focus for my work. This is beautiful work. My best yet. How does the limb feel, Inez? Any numbness? Pain?
Yeah, both. Body's not accustomed to the presence of another limb. Feels like I've got an extra passenger in my nervous system. But it certainly beats feeling like I'm bleeding on the inside. Or fighting the urge to feast on raw human flesh. Like last time.
Well, I'll certainly be having words with that surgeon, leaving you in a state like that. Now, you come back straight away if anything bothers you.
Will do, Doc. I thank you. And you, Commander, without your help, I don't know what I might have done. Whatever you need going forward, I'm there. You got my word.
Yay! This looks cool! I thought honestly, I thought she was gonna get another arm on her back. That's where I thought that was going. But instead, oh wow, okay, I didn't know that's how far it went. Instead, she just really has like a bunch of Raptidon stuff attached to, I'm assuming, the rest of her actual like arm and body there.
I can feel my senses sharpening. Teeth, too. Also, my appetite. I'd say this officially puts me back in full fighting form. If you ever thought I might slow you down, you can give those fears a kiss goodnight.
I didn't really. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. Please, if anything, I'm more worried about me slowing you down.
Rather kind of you to say, but we both know you can keep pace with just about anything on this island. I got a good feeling about this partnership of ours. Just want to reiterate that I'll make good on my end of the deal. I plan on proving my worth to you and to Auntie, no matter what it takes.
Thanks. Happy to have you aboard, Inez.
I expect we're going to have quite the adventure together. I appreciate you hearing me out. We should move on.
You keep having dialogue box above you, Inez.
Seems you've been scouted by Fairfield's finest to assist our efforts in the war. You know, since the ceasefire will inevitably fail. If you do, it'll be great for the folk here. And great for my resume, if I'm honest. Few bullet points like that, maybe it'll be enough to win me a spot on a higher rung. And you? If you help, what are you getting out of this?
Nothing. I am an Earth Directorate agent. We are sworn to protect and to serve. No, that'd be stupid. Is it so wrong if I have ulterior motives? You're doing this for your career advancement. No. I just want to avoid bloodshed wherever possible. That's why I'm helping Wilver Street.
I don't blame you for thinking it's kindly to win hearts and minds, but it ain't ever gonna be as potent a strike as dropping a bomb. Though I reckon you know something about that. See, Val helpfully filled me in on your own predicament. Hunting down a fellow agent, huh? I thought you folk were all about nobility, duty, camaraderie above all. Were you one of Auntie's? I tell you just to shake the ladder hard while your traitor is climbing up, and enjoy the show when she tumbles down. What recourse do you actually have?
Well... a bullet to the gray matter usually works. Well... nothing official since I can't even contact the Earth Directorate to report her.
So you're out here without a boss, huh? Might not be so bad. Though I'm curious if they'd even see justice done to your traitor. You agents are untouchable, or so the story goes. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate myself. You're the first agent I ever met, in fact. But you get things done. I trust you. As for the rest of your organization, can't really say. They hate corporations, I've heard that much. Well, what about you? You buy into their policy too?
I mean, I hate the corporations as well. I'm not gonna lecture you for your loyalties if that's what you're worried about. It's our job to keep corruption in check. That goes for all corporations. I kind of lean towards one, but it's kind of both. I want both. I want to be, I want to be like, yeah, I kind of want to mess up any fucked up corporations, if possible. But like, also, whatever. Like, if you're a part of it, that's not a big deal to me.
No, I get that. If you wanted to, you would have done so already. Look, I'm sorry. I ain't intending to get into any grievances here. Let's just say I'm a little dubious about the whole keeping corporations and corrupt governments in check thing. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. Anyhow, reckon we should keep moving.
A lot has happened lately. I'm sure you have some thoughts.
Sounds like your old pal DeVries was in deep with the Order. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I don't reckon fanatical is part of their employee code of conduct. And as you've seen, that kind of loyalty can pose a real problem to everyone else. But we'll track her down before it comes to a head. Don't you worry.
All right, let's head back. Oh my God, she keeps
What I wouldn't give for a big bowl of purpleberry crunch right now.
I've got some in my pocket.
Commander?
Maybe not the bowl. We'll talk later. Okay, hold on. Maybe if I save and reload. She keeps having the conversation box, and that makes me want to talk to her to get rid of the conversation box. But I don't think she actually has anything for us. And yet it stays. Fine, we're talking about everything.
The Protectorate got something that needs doing, Commander? How personal are we talking?
You mentioned you were from Tau Ceti. What was it like there?
Not great. It was a mining colony under Spacer's choice. Didn't have much, but my parents worked hard to ensure we had shelter and a warm meal every day. They're good folk. I love them. But I don't think they ever quite grasped how bad things were before Auntie's choice came. They warned me not to join up, you know. Said we'd all get burned if we put too much stock in the promises of this foreign corporation. But I'd rather take a risk on them than be resigned to how things were.
Just how bad was life under Spacer's choice?
Our colony was isolated, which meant our Spacer's choice overlords could do as they saw fit. Everyone lived in squalor, save for a select few. We were little more than workhorses. Those of us at the bottom only found joy with our families, our friends. But love alone can't get you through the toughest, darkest winters.
It must have been difficult, leaving everything behind to come here.
I miss the sunsets, and my folks, though I know they're well taken care of nowadays. But that's about it. Most of my friends joined up when I did, so we took our community with us. Leaving my hometown itself, it was an eager farewell. Though there is one person I keep thinking of. The grandpa who lived next door, Vincent. He used to draw posters and ads for Spacer's Choice. He had style. Of course, that didn't last. Age caught up and his hands started failing him. Couldn't draw, couldn't lift heavy objects, could hardly walk without exerting himself. And in Tau Ceti, if you couldn't work, you didn't get ration cards. We shared what we could with him, of course, but what we got already wasn't much.
Okay, well, what about when what happened to him?
Last day I saw him, he refused the half-salt tuna can I tried to give him. Said it was him lending me his strength. He was gone the next day. We searched all over, then realized he must have wandered off into the wilderness, not wanting to be a burden. We never found him. Can't hardly open a tin without thinking about him now. So if you're wondering why I still hold a candle for Auntie's choice, after everything, it's because I know had Auntie arrived just 4 months earlier, Vincent might still be alive.
I'm real sorry to hear that, Inez.
It's been years now since I talked about it. He was a good man. He deserved better. So did the rest of us. Anyhow, ain't meaning to talk your ear off.
That's okay, I just want to make sure your goddamn box goes away. What if we leave? What if we just walk away from this area? Maybe it'll disappear. Not happening so far. That's fine. Let's see what Tinsley has to say about the whole operation.
Hello again. Remember not to move too swiftly if Copernicus lunges. Oh, how he does like to test the reflexes of others. What can I do for you?
That's scary, like a big-ass cat. But I guess that's it. All right. There was one more conversation option, I think.
Got something that needs doing, Commander? How personal are we talking?
What to continue our discussion about the Earth Directorate?
Yeah, figured you might. I want to say up front that I got nothing against you or your crew. Ain't one to judge the firearm by its plating. And so far, you ain't given me reason to doubt your character. But the Earth Directorate itself, it's got much to answer for.
Oh, I bet. Why do you mistrust them?
The Earth Directorate swore a promise to every colony out there. That if you plead for help, help will come. Maybe not immediately, but you know, maybe sometime this decade. But that's all a heap of shit. You know how many of us in Tau Ceti tried to send messages? And when that didn't work, how we begged the stars for the Earth Directorate to save us? They never responded. Never showed up. Not when I was a child, certainly not by the time Auntie's choice came around. You ask me, you're selling folk a lie.
Oh my god. A lot of these options are so bad. I'm not gonna, like, justify anything for the Earth Directorate. I don't want to. I guess we'll go with one. All these are kind of bad. I'm sorry that the Earth Directorate let you down, but I'm trying to remedy that.
I know that. I see you doing all you can to help folk. Look, I ain't holding you to account for the Earth Directorate's ills. No more than anyone would hold me to those of Auntie's choice. We're our own people. No matter how often I'm hit in the face with that fact, with you, with Ethel. It's rather easy to forget at times. But talking through this reminds me. And I appreciate it, Commander.
Of course. I'm glad we talked. I don't want our affiliations to come between us.
Nor do I.
Oh my god. All right.
But I wouldn't give for it. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Surely after this last conversation, what was it like in the Enhanced Soldier Division?
Couldn't say. I was in it all of 2 days before my graft started festering. Before that, I was an infantry medic. Our platoon was one of the first to touch down in Arcadia. I would have continued serving on the front line in an upgraded capacity, but, well, once the state of my graft became apparent, it was decided that parting ways would be best.
Why would they give a medic a graft in the first place?
We're among the most valuable targets on the battlefield. If we go down, our entire platoon's at risk. But boosting our constitution, making us stronger, making the enemy soil themselves at the thought of enraging us, there's a lot to be gained there.
Isn't shooting a medic a war crime?
Is it? Well, I'll be sure to send in a report to my commanding officer, wherever he is, and demand some recompense. Maybe things are different back on Earth. Out here, all that matters is winning the fight.
All right, well, who was the one who discharged you anyway?
My commanding officer, and the surgeon who performed the operation, I imagine. I wasn't lucid at the time. When I regained consciousness, I saw that my service pistol was gone, and a termination notice was in its place. I put 2 and 2 together. Law, that was a bad morning. Look, I knew dismissal was a possibility when I volunteered for the procedure. A successful graft is a boon, a failed one is a colossal liability. I'm a walking lesson in breakage.
Well, I mean, you've done a lot so far. They should have valued you for who you are, not for what your graft could do.
That's a nice sentiment. Did you pull it directly from a children's cereal? Sorry. It's just increasingly clear you've not had many dealings with the corporation or its leaders. This is the way of things in Auntie's Choice. If you can't prove your worth, you're left behind. And that's why I'm here, trying to play catch-up.
Yeah, that sounds like it sucks, Inez.
Most of the time. I hope they're holding on okay wherever they are. Huh. If nothing else, they'll have Ortiz to keep up morale. I know the nonstop jokes from that bastard sustained me for weeks. Yeah, he's tough. He'll be all right.
I feel like he's probably dead now that you've mentioned him, but it sounds like you miss him.
Of course I do. Can't help but wonder if I'm missed in return. Anyhow, I would rather return to the matter at hand. No use dwelling on those out of sight and out of mind.
They're not really out of your mind, though, huh? Had something else I wanted to talk about. Never mind, we'll talk later. No way.
Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
You literally have... Okay, head back to the ship. I can take it from here.
If you say so. Try not to get into too much trouble without me.
Maybe by sending her back to the ship and then getting her back, which means I have to go back to the ship myself anyways, maybe that could make a difference. If not, oh well. It's annoying to have that marker there all the time. But a bug's a bug. At some point, you know, if it can't be fixed, you just gotta move on. Yeah. She still has it even after all that. Whoa, what is this? A trophy from a daring hunt. Rest in pieces. Raptidon matriarch head mount. Oh, wow. I guess the Crabble, skeleton Crabble would go there.
Lara, you owe me a sparring session. Get your gloves and warm up.
What? Again? I don't suppose you'd accept a doctor's note for Val.
Come on. I already promised I won't throw elbows this time. Where's your fighting spirit?
Must have had it knocked clean out of me. In fact, why don't I go look for it now?
Ain't gonna climb the corporate ladder with that attitude. You could just learn to duck, you know.
Poor Niles.
I wouldn't give her. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
Oh, wait.
Got something that needs doing, Commander?
I'd like to hear your opinions on our crew.
Oh, I see. You're here to gossip. All right, let's hear it. Who do you want to talk about?
How do you feel about Niles?
Seems friendly enough, if a mite guarded and a little thick-headed in his view of Auntie's Choice. Regardless, I can assure you I'll treat him with the same respect I show you. Though I reckon he's seen his fair share of struggles over the years, no matter how he tries to hide it. Think he ought to ask for help when he needs it.
I do agree with that. And you, Niles?
Inez moved into Helen's old quarters. I figure, if anyone's unlikely to be vexed by finding fossilized purpleberry crunch in their mattress, it's an Auntie's Choice trooper. You think Helen would approve of us taking on a product pusher?
Inez seems tough. I think Helen would like her. She hated corporate types, but a shared love of cereal transcends all differences.
Now that sounds like something you read off a box top. I like to think Helen would understand our need for allies, but maybe she'd resent being replaced? Hard to say which. Her voice sure has gotten quieter over the years.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that she died. But at least she went out like an Earth Directorate agent. Had our mission fully succeeded, we could have stopped the massive rift explosion. So that was a pretty important mission.
Always up for a little back fence talk, though I'm guessing you don't mean Val.
I'm interested to hear what you think of
I can't
Inez.
say I know her well enough to have much in the way of an opinion. She seems capable, and shockingly, she hasn't tried to sell me anything yet. She's still got more loyalty to Auntie's Choice than they have to her, but maybe we can help her see that one day.
I do agree with that.
Sure thing. I trust you've got particulars in mind.
She very strongly keeps on praising Auntie's Choice, and like obviously, overall they helped her. You know, oh shit. I didn't realize when we got on our ship that it would go into orbit every single time. That seems like a waste of fuel, but sure. Yeah, okay, we're still obviously stuck here on Eden. Yeah, at some point she's got to realize maybe not that like Auntie's Choice is like full bad or anything, but like that she does truly have other options. Like they helped her out already, and then she doesn't really actually work for them anymore. She literally quit her contract, so it's time to stop having as much loyalty, I would say. All right, come on out, Inez. I'm gonna do one more thing to try and fix this bug. I'm gonna restart the game because that's sometimes a good enough fix, and at worst, you know, restarting the game kind of gets rid of any like lingering leaking issues. Hey, doesn't that place look nicer without the giant ominous death cloud above it? Anyways, let's do a quick little restart.